The Fusion calendar is live and we're going to go over it here today. Welcome in, my name is PJ. This is a raid Shadow Legends video and let's get right to it. So the Titus blackplume Fusion calendar is here. It's a hybrid, so you're going to need to get fragments for the epic, summon the epic, and then level up the epic and then fuse them into the legendary in time. You can't save it. You have to make sure you do this all within this time period or you're going to lose them, so make sure you don't do that. Big mistake. There are some extra points here, so if I scroll down here and look, there's 450 total and you need 400. 100 for each epic, 4 epics, 400. So there's 50 extra here, and we can see here that there's an extra summoning event. So there's 3 summoning events, so technically you don't have to do 2, but there's 3 of them. One's optional or 2 can be optional depending on what you want to do. So we'll talk about that here in a second. Hold up guys, now is the perfect time to click on my link in the description and get a free Karato as well as 4 more insane free epics as you level up. Here's how to do it. Step 1, log out of player and play on PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to the inbox and claim your first champion. Don't miss out on your chance to get a free Karato after signing up, as well as Uugo, Rector Drath, Tagoar, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. So click on my link right now and let's crush this together. So starts off, you usually want to wait until the DD starts. They generally wait. They don't start them at the same time, which is really annoying. I don't know why they do that. But you want to wait to do the dragon until the DD starts. You can start doing some champion training a little bit earlier. If you do champion training in dragon, then maybe wait a little bit. But if you're doing it with brews or campaign, you can definitely start that a little bit earlier. But wait till the DD starts until you do most of your events or points energy into that. Then we got the gear enhancement. You're going to get silver for that. That's probably going to be 10 to 15 million depending on RNG. So you either want to be saving that going into it or getting enough silver from the dragon to get that done. Arena, pretty straightforward, that's easy. Ice Golem laps with the back end of the DD and doesn't overlap with anything over here, at least not that it shows. So ideally you want to try to bang out the Ice Golem earlier. And depending on if there's any special events here, we'll talk. There is like this kind of gap right here where there's no DD. Maybe there'll be a special type of event. Maybe they'll do like a deck of Fate or something where it overlaps a DD, because there's also the Karato event right here. So kind of suspicious that there's no DD here. There's only 2 DDs total, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did some type of like special DD here where it's not part of the calendar but it's still in the game. So be a little bit careful about that. So depending on that, you might want to try to do the Ice Golem early to match it if you need to finish this, or you can try to see if there's anything coming up. But that is a little bit of a warning there. And then the Summon Rush. So let's talk about the Summon Rush here. It's 25. This is 25. This is 50. This is going to be split up most likely into 25 and 25. So you can either skip both of the summoning events and just do this one and get the 50, or you could do one of these summoning events and do just the 25 here and skip the other event. I'm not quite sure what I want to do. I'm still kind of debating. The summoning event for this Summon Rush is decent, but not one that I really need. So I'm thinking about maybe skipping and seeing if I can get something here. The Champion Chase we'll talk about in a second. I don't know if I would skip this one just because there's a few ways of getting some easy points. But let's get backtrack on to the Wednesday. Excuse me. So Summon Rush, Ice Golem, Wednesday, Summon Rush, could skip or could go depending on what you want to do. Karato event, I really do not like this at all. I'm really upset that they put this in there. For myself, I don't mind it because I can do stage 30 and I need to do more of the event dungeon, so I need to do it. I'm happy about that. But for like the average person and the player base, I think this is terrible. I don't know why they did this. Player even themselves admitted that this event dungeon is super like strong. I think they said they learned their lesson from this event dungeon and how to make bosses in the future maybe a little bit less easier. Or sorry, a little bit easier, a little bit less like difficult as far as this one. So them knowing that this boss is really hard, I think is a big slap in the face of the community that they put this in there. It's not like some of the earlier ones where it's a little bit easier to farm the higher stages. This one's really tough and a lot of people are skipping it. So not a fan. That being said, it is in here, so if you can't do high stages, just do stage 10, 15. If you can do 20, do 20. Just do what you can. You don't have to do high stages. Just try to get it done. But yeah, really stinky that they put it in there. I'm not a fan of that at all. We got champ training overlapping a little bit with the DD. You can do spider and champ training together if you have a team. If you can triple dip, that'd be amazing. You can do spider, champ training, and dungeon divers all at the same time. So maybe do a little bit of champion training and then finish it off with the spider and dungeon divers. Got another gear enhancement. This again gonna be another 10 to 15 million. You'll be getting silver from doing the events, so that shouldn't be too bad. Champion chase. So this is gonna be the interesting one. Apparently there's gonna be 2x sacreds, which is in my opinion not good. I don't really like 2x sacreds during champion chase. I like using sacreds during the summon rush. So that kind of scares me, but there's a few ways of getting some extra points here. So one, you can fuse the epics. You can wait and fuse epics for the champion chase. So that's gonna be 350 per epic. You're gonna be able to do at least 3 of them, 2 to 3, depending on if you can finish up these missions or these tournaments or events during this champion chase. If you can, I mean, obviously you're gonna have to, but if you wait and do these before you summon the last one, you can do 3. And then you'll get the last epic, and then you can do 4. So you won't be able to get 4 full pulls for the fragments, but you'll be able to do at least 3 for the champion chase. So that's 350 per epic. That's pretty nice. The other thing you can do, which a lot of people are talking about, which I'm not sure if you guys have heard or not, but you can save whatever her name is. So this chick right here, we're going to be getting her sooner than that, but there's a few tricks to delay it. So if you're on mobile, it's a little bit trickier. I think you have to like disconnect when you're logging in and turn off the Wi-Fi, and then it's going to put you in. Then you have to like turn the Wi-Fi back on. It's a little bit trickier on mobile, but for PC it's really simple. For PC, I click I, you can click R as well, but I click I, and the whole thing is you just have to come to this screen, get to this click down menu, and click Classic Arena, and that will bypass you claiming her. So you can see here it still has the red dot, still thinks that I need to pick this up. Click I, go to here, go to Classic Arena, and you can skip it. So that's going to give you another 500 points for the champion chase, which is pretty impactful. So if you can save that, I think it's 2, maybe 3 days. I could be wrong about that, but I think it's 2 or 3 days. If it's a little bit longer, it's a simple trick to do. It's not hard. So definitely would recommend saving that for the champion chase if you guys are going for the fusion. That'll help it out. The other thing, you do Broadma fusions. That will help with points. That's also a void epic, so that'll give you 350. If you have any fragments from the summoning portal that you've saved up, other past fusions, you can pull those. If you have remnants, I have 1 remnant, you can use that. That'll be at least like 200, if not 350 or even more, depending on if you get lucky. So there are ways to help with the champion chase. I would try not to use sacreds too much. So there's that. Then you have Classic Arena. That's really simple. I think I talked about this one, yeah. But Classic Arenas are really simple. You just do those easies, right? The 1-man defenses. Fire Knight does overlap with the second deity, so make sure you are doing that. That's simple. And then the third gear enhancement. Again, another 10 to 15 million. You should be getting some silver while you're farming up the events. So that should be pretty easy as well. So now, what's the question? What am I skipping? What should you skip? I think it's really kind of account dependent. So at first I was thinking about maybe skipping these 2 and just going all in on the summon rush. But then I was thinking about the champion chase is actually maybe a little bit easier than I thought, with being able to save them and also having these voids. So I think I'm maybe going to go for this. And then it's coming down to the summon rush, or the first summon rush, or the second summon rush. It's only 6 sacreds for this 6th summon rush, so it's pretty reasonable. The thing is that I'm not too keen on getting any champions there. I already have most of them, and the other one is the Demon Spawn Reviver, and I have a Duchess, so I don't really need her. So I could gamble and risk trying to get the 25 here. It's just I don't know what this is going to be and how much it's going to be. Could be more, could be less, could be worse champions, could be better champions. So that's the risk that you're going to be taking, is you don't know what the champion pool is going to be here. The other thing is you could definitely skip both of these and just go for the summon rush, but I think the champion chase might be not easy, because I think the thing about Polarium is they raise the points up, so they know that people save the epics for the champion chase, so they make the points higher, which I hate. They should reward or not penalize people for playing smart. So, and it's a void. That's the other thing. They do like making void epics and void legendaries a little bit harder. So that's the only reason why I think about skipping it, is they could make it pretty high up in points because of it's a void, and they know that he's really good. So that is one thing to be careful about. Again, this is all factors into your decision at the end. Depending if you have any remnants, fragments, broadmas, that's also a big factor. How many sacreds you have, stuff like that. The other thing that I want to mention is that this dude, most likely they're going to have a soul for him. I'm not sure if it's going to be a 1-star, 3-star, 5-star like last time, or just a 5-star or nothing, or if they're going to go back to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure what they're going to do, but there's going to be most likely some type of soul event. The question is, what kind? Is it going to be a hero's path? Is it going to be like a fate? Is it going to be one of the Titan events? I could see him maybe doing a hero's path, because those are usually really expensive, and they know this guy is good, and they're going to want people to try to spend a lot of resources. The question is, do you want his soul? I'm thinking yes. A lot of people in the test server were using Crushing Run, 6-star Crushing Run. So if you could get a bump to the 5-star or even just a 4-star for the crit damage would be good. 3-star for the defense. So I think it'd be nice to get his soul. I'm not sure if you have to have it, but I'm assuming you're going to want to get it if you're going to use this guy in Hydra or Chimera or whatever you're using them in. So be careful. They might, if they do like last fusion, they're going to overlap some of these last events with the Hero's Path. So you're going to be maybe forced to do these either way. So that's another reason maybe why not to skip the champion chase, because you might have to do it for the Hero's Path as well. Now, are they going to do back-to-back Hero's Pass? Probably not. Or sorry, Hero's Pass probably not. I think they're probably going to do something different. But who knows? This Polarium, they're crazy. You never know with them what their mind is or where their mindset's at. So hopefully this was helpful, breaking it down a little bit, giving you my thoughts. I think I'm leaning towards, I don't know. I don't know. I'm really thinking about leaning towards skipping this Summon Rush, going for the 25 here and 25 here. People see the 50 here and think you have to get all 50. I'm assuming most likely it's going to be broken up into 25 and 25, so you don't have to get everything. It's not all or nothing. And it could be maybe a good deal. Like if this is maybe 10 sacreds or 11 sacreds for everything, maybe it's worth it, because this was 6. This is going to be probably at least 6 depending on what you have saved, how lucky you are. Again, 2x champion chase sacreds is not ideal in my opinion. So I don't know, maybe you do want to skip this and just go for this and go for this. It's really tough. This fusion is a tough one with this extra 50 and not knowing what's coming. And with the Korra Conquest tournament, not really happy with that at all, and I think a lot of the player base is not happy with that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit that like button, hit that sub button as well. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.